And hello, Irregular Nation, and welcome to another rendition of NEWSFLASH. And you'd say, another rendition of NEWSFLASH. Well, what happened was over the weekend, I did a video called Overreaction Saturday. And there was a few topics that were bejumbled into it. And I was like, hey, I gotta title this. That way, so everybody starts to understand my content. I mean, right now, I got 12 videos out there. But, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Thoughts. I actually had one review so far. And, so what we're going to do is from now on, you're going to see content titled NEWSFLASH. And NEWSFLASH is always going to be bejumbled news, some DCEU, some random movie news, MCU stuff. So, yeah, get ready, guys, because there's going to be a lot of shit coming your way. A lot. All right, so let's dive into some stuff. So yesterday, Mr. Zack Snyder, who came back alive because everybody was getting nervous. Over the weekend, HBO Max did the little film slate, for the stuff that's coming for the streaming network, and everybody was losing their mind because, there was no promotions for Zack Snyder's Justice League and everything. But long and behold, you should always know that we all just live in Zack Snyder's world, and it's his rules. Because he just starts, he comes out of his cave, and then all of a sudden he drops a couple images, internet explodes. And then he releases again, the first image he released was he was working on Justice League, and you saw the picture of Ray Fisher in the background, and that was a nice little, supporting Mr. Fisher from all the allegations and everything that's been going on and what happened over last week. And then yesterday, he posts another couple pictures that he's working on the sounds, and also in the background, he had Steppenwolf in all his glory, but Jesus, he looks huge. And this is, we've already seen the images, but to see like a really HD version of him kneeling over a dead Atlantean, and we know that in Zack Snyder's Justice League, we're going to get a lot of backstory and content in regards to, the Amazons, the Atlanteans, the Green Lanterns, the gods. We're going to get that whole big freaking epilogue that's going to happen. So in this scene, I know this is supposed to be where there's like a big-ass battle scene between parademons and Atlanteans, and obviously Steppenwolf is there, and it looks like he's holding a mother box. It's a far-off shot, but it looks like a mother box. And oh my god. And then the fact that he puts on the bottom of the picture, this sounds insane. If I just said that right, you can only imagine the score in the background from Junkie XL, because he gave us a little snippet of that, and just whatever else he decides to put in there with explosions, the way Steppenwolf's going to sound, the way the parademons are probably going to sound. My god. So that's just nothing but excitement. You see me geeking out right now, and that's just over a picture that he posted. So I can only imagine what's to come when it pertains to, posters, the next trailer, what dialogue he's going to put in the next trailer, what's the score he's going to put in the background. You imagine he's going to use something from Junkie XL, and then the length of it. Hopefully it's not too long, because like I said, he's been leaking stuff for 3 years almost, basically. And then not even a year after him announcing it coming out, he kind of chilled out a little bit, and now here he comes back again. The guy's a marketing genius. He comes from advertising. He used to shoot commercials and all that kind of stuff. That's how he started out. So the guy knows what he's doing. And I could see something either coming out the week of Super Bowl, or hell, maybe even maybe they buy a spot for Super Bowl. HBO Max is going to promote the shit out of it. And so is he. So, can't wait. Now, speaking of HBO Max, funny that this news came up. So everybody understands that I'm a Patreon for the Film Junkie. And one thing I do is I like to send him video questions. So he's got all these different tiers, and of course I pick the top tier because I like to, I like to just express myself any which way I can. And what he always asks of is, send a video question for the panel or for his guests or whatever it may be. So, of course, I always like to be a little theatrical. And one of the things I did do was I asked about if HBO Max wanted to, what would you think if they ever decided to revive Batman the Animated Series? And, that was like a few weeks ago. And now all of a sudden yesterday there's some rumblings that, and I think it was on Fat Man with Batman, Kevin Smith, where they're talking about it, and I think it's Mr. Mark Bernard, if I say his name correctly. I don't want to say his name wrong. But they talk about Batman the Animated Series, and then Kevin Smith just kind of goes, whoop, kind of shuts down like he knows something. So, that being said, that is cool and almost at the same time because the only way you really want to see them even touch that is if they're able to get Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy back full time. I mean, those guys are up there. Who knows if they even want to do that to their voices anymore when it comes to those characters. Can you pretty much pick up where that left off? I mean, because there was continuity between Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond. I do have a video on my page about my love for the DC Animated Universe. So, that being said, I don't know. I mean, if more details come out and they start talking about that, or they give, hey, we want to pick up where it left off, which you can't because I think they closed it out. If I don't know if you pick up where they left off or you just try to do it again. I don't know. Personally, as I hear myself say that out loud, I kind of don't want them to touch it. Really don't. Because, you can go on HBO Max now and just watch it. And even watching it, and that started in 1992 or 93. I'm pretty sure it was 92. I remember when I was watching it when I was a kid. That's what got me into Batman, technically, besides Keaton's Batman. You were able to see that every day. It's freaking awesome. So, yeah, HBO Max, I don't know, maybe pump the brakes on that one, come out with something different. How about you do Kingdom Come Superman, bring back Brandon Routh, put him in the suit, give him a series. We can do tons of shit. I don't think you need to touch Batman the Animated Universe, but if you do, hey, it's not like I'm not going to watch it. I'll still check that shit out. You know that. And to touch back, if anybody wants to see these questions that I produce, always check out the Film Junkies Vodka stream. Go on there. It's a weekly thing. Usually, if you scrub through to the end, you'll see what kind of bullshit I come up with. That's if you're just watching my channel. But always go check out this man's channel, too. He's got a lot of good shit on there. So, yeah, on the DCEU front, that's kind of it. So let's jump into the MCU. And a character that I do enjoy, and that is Spider-Man. You got the upcoming Spider-Man 3 movie actually, it's just, they don't even have a title for it yet. This movie, just like Flashpoint, and I say Flashpoint loosely for the Flash movie, you don't know where they're going with everything. Now, the difference between that and the Flashpoint movie is that Marvel has continuity throughout their whole universe, and everybody that they want to bring into this movie, everything's been established for a long time. So, I could see them doing the right thing when it comes to this, as opposed to what I feel that they're going to do to the Flash movie. So, with Spider-Man 3, a few set photos came out, and it, nothing super exciting, but it's in the news, so we'll give it a little talk. It's just a picture. Basically the movie's going to be set in December, like around the Christmas time area, and that is when the movie is coming out. So I'm sure When it comes to plot, they're going to tie in the holiday theme to whatever struggles Peter's going through. And everybody likes a holiday background setting, whatever it is. It just adds to a movie, you know. Everybody still argues to this day if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Who the fuck knows? If it takes place during Christmas, I guess it's technically a Christmas-style movie, right? Hey. So, basically the pictures just kind of go into Peter going to see MJ, and we say MJ loosely because that's not Mary Jane. But they say, I guess it kind of is, you know, that's the MCU Mary Jane. And they show him going into her donut shop that she works in, and apparently Ned works there too, and it's called Peter Pan Donut and Pastry Shop. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, okay. You know, nothing exciting when it comes to those set photos. I mean, the fact that they're finally filming this, they just started like a few months ago, is a good sign. But then when you tie in a lot of the other things that they're talking about, they want to bring back Andrew Garfield, who is my favorite Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man, still my favorite movie. The second one, no. The first one, they were on point. And I think it had the best Spider-Man action and web slinging through the city and all that kind of stuff. Something that we do not get with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which I don't like. You know, they put him in the teeny years, which is fine. You know, still some entertaining moments. I do look for some good things in this upcoming Spider-Man movie because you kind of finally feel that they're going to put him where he should be and give him a proper Spider-Man suit. I still like the Amazing Spider-Man suit the best. I don't care about the animatronic eyes. You don't need that. But that's me. So, you know, with having... I mean, they're talking about it being a Spider-Man into the multiverse kind of deal. Now, you had the Miles Morales animated movie, another movie that I highly recommend if you're a Spider-Man fan, Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, and that was great. I mean, that was a really good one. I mean, but, you know, if you don't like animation, I don't know what to tell you with that, but I think you still can really get down with the story that's told in that. Trying to bring back all the old actors from every movie. I mean, we're talking about Kirsten Dunst. We're talking about... They want to bring back Doc Ock. I mean, this is all rumored. I mean, I don't even know if they signed any of these guys on yet. It would be cool to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come back. I don't think you technically need all the other people. I mean, you could bloat the movie. And don't forget that Doctor Strange is supposed to apparently be in this too. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I hope they don't bloat the shit out of the movie. But like I said, I kind of feel that if anybody's going to do this, Marvel's probably going to do it the way that it should be done. Because, I mean, hell... They've been doing it for, 3 decades now? So now they're getting into this. So it's like, okay, cool. Give it to me. Sign me up. Let's see what you do. I did also read an article, too, about Charlie Cox being in there, the Daredevil from Netflix, which is, you know, like, woof, that would be great to get him into the universe. But I don't even know if that's true either. I mean, there's so many things that are out there and rumors you don't know. I leave it to everybody else to, if you want to believe in them, go ahead. I don't take any of this stuff seriously until I finally see it officially on a couple sites like Screen Rant or The Hollywood Reporter is pretty good, you know, stuff like that, you know, when it goes into the trades, as they like to say. But yeah, those are the news topics of the day, everybody. So, yeah, on that note, I want you guys to go hit that like, hit that subscribe, and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because, honestly, why wouldn't you want to? Everybody wants to come in and join the NEWSFLASH. Cheers.